as each day leading up to one has been conditioned to think with a term I'll use future, as each further steps into that timeline, depending on the checkpoints. Because this is 2025, and you know what has been accustomed in a state of just living on this present planet slaughterhouse with an intentional as well as subconscious acceptance of this is just how it is in regards to, and this is only going to make a resonance or a kind of understanding that would require some sort of comprehension and your mental capacity. So if this just sounds like gibberish, then you are a parasite of colonization. And if this at least makes sentences in a form, then okay, good job. You're probably not a parasite. Yes, there is maybe a subconscious, unaware fear of whatever it is that literally is stopping you from your sovereignty of doing what you want in regards is the universal laws, in which anytime one is, for lack of a better word, divergent from that, seems to just kind of trigger a weird response, or that's not really a response, it's parasitic, a weird, almost aggressive bully behavior, in just a simple state of whatever that particular selective situation was, which will resonate for just a select few. Yes, it has been heavily indoctrinated with your media, where it seems like, you know, as we're being aware now, that were smear campaigns in a way to control celebrities that were just really hard to control, were power players, and then just the generation over generation distorted perception of that person, never realizing how what one thinks is sophisticated is really just repetitive, same script narrative that one uses and just tweaks a little bit, like, oh, another overdose in a bathtub or something like that. Hopefully you're at the awareness that that is usually a like red sign, like holy shit, a targeted hit, and with a repeated use of a narrative, and then you get just these. You couple them with an article where somebody that maybe might know them, but a celebrity that must all know, with their ideology of like, oh yeah, she was like this, that, and then somehow that's just accepted, And then eventually, as we get further through time, you realize that was also a lie. And it's fear, even subconsciously or consciously, or maybe even within your own, at this lifetime, dealings with one, where yes, anyone who triggers the hive, or just a person that may just really be very impactful to anything that is not enslavement, because everything in this present planet, every creation, everything's been weaponized, and the just core process of sustain, maintain, and remain as colonization, parasitic. And if you don't get it, that's cool. See, that's the best part. You don't have to do shit. You can just do whatever it is that you want, believe whatever. It's very, when you really take a pause and you have the ability to look like behind and past and really keep your fucking emotions and your own personal, and just look at it as if in a scientific way. You see that it's very parasitic in nature to kind of really push a narrative to people. And eventually over time and time, and I always found this very disturbing when I've seen it, where the readily acceptance of information is just like, oh, okay, and then it's just, that's it, that's always been the case. And then to see it manipulated in a way where it truly is like, you don't even have to get your hands dirty. You can just like start shit and then this person in this prison triangulation, and this is why a small period of not knowing what it was, and now we know. We have some basic ideology of narcissism, and that's just another little step leading to the umbrella term of parasitic hive colonization, or how what I like to call humanoids and aesthetic circle jerkers, because they just self-sustain each other. And then you realize you are literally in a heavily populated parasitic hive colonization where I'm talking globally a human rights violation for a very long time on one person. And I know if that sounds fucking crazy, then that's just either a narrative that you use to cognitively still hold on to something that that generation doesn't even let. Like, what? It's 2025. I mean, go back to the 80s. Then. You can't. Okay? and move. You shouldn't even listen to this. What the fuck? Or you're just love to be triggered, or you're triggered by it because you know I'm speaking truth, and just as your core parasitic natural self, understanding, but your basicness of being parasitic, which is unknowing. There's something about me and my truth that you know deep down in your core set, like ants who just know when it's going to rain the next day, and so they go inside. You know that I'm one of those people in the collective that we're here to dismantle you, and you already know that, which is why. Well, if that was the case, if all these people are doing this, where are all the information? Why didn't you do X, Y, Z like a logical, common person? Really? Oh my God! You think that's why? Fuck! This whole time I could have just literally wiped my ass and got up from the toilet. Are you fucking kidding me? See, and that's why I'm just like, if this doesn't make sense, I'm not going to hold my fucking hand and explain myself or validate. That's a parasitic indoctrined circle jerker, which leaves these people who are really good people that have been conditioned and bullied, usually the collective, where they project actually their own persona of they want. It's just psychology. If you parasitic want to nitpick and like chicken bone all of that stuff, that's fine. I mean, you're already in a circle. I don't have time. If you can't understand what I'm saying, you need to just move on. Yes. Okay. And you'll realize that it's been colonizing for a very long time. And yeah, it goes all the way, micro to the macro. And since this prison planet is at this it's a slaughterhouse. I mean, I know there's some out there in the collective that really are just like, yeah, just fuck yeah. And you know what I mean. This is like, once you know, you're just like, oh man, this is not even like well scripted. And yes, those before us, they were targeted. They might have actually them. And then for this particular present timeline, which is what we need to focus on, because we need to just those timelines are over. It's 2025. There are a very impact and importance for this particular timeline. You'll start seeing some signs that hopefully will help you feel more comfortable and aware that okay, this is okay, I can swim a little bit. And for some of us, we are I'm going to just speak for who I am. I mean, I'm very well aware of what y'all want me not to know, which really, y'all got arrogant in your comfortableness of literally reckless. And if this was the universal law, all judgment on you, and I've already called that. See, you have resulted into this ideology that those type of timelines. Like, it's so ick. Like you all are still holding onto this, like, I don't know, 90s or pick whatever past you're holding yourself on. You can even pick 2 years ago. All the stuff that was used and gotten accustomed to self-sustaining oneself, which gave you this inner reading of power that it's I mean, I'm trying so hard not to laugh. There's nothing, at least for me, and they've done a lot. I mean, if someone would actually look into this, and no, it's okay. It's already being looked at. Don't send me your well dressed but badly scripted hitman, and because those timelines are over. You can't send someone over. You can't send your law enforcement. Those who are also, remember, let's not all just judge everyone. You know, I've already closed those timelines. Just sit the fuck down in the audience, because you will never be me. And I have a read, but do you not see all the truth manifesting like at a rapid pace? Like, I'm saying, it's bonkers. And each one of these stories, I mean, just go on YouTube, just randomly pick anything about tarot community. And now this is for those who are not part of the parasite. Intuitively, just do what you feel you need to do. And I bet that would be very impactful for you. Now, for the parasites, I'm pretty sure it would be very impactful that you're going to be like, oh shit, this is what? Yeah. And sometimes if I feel like it, and it just happens upon mind, I will make little notations about it. And I don't want you to feel, because you really can't. I mean, I'm also maybe just precisely speaking in such a manner that is triggering all of you in such a, I know, and do you just get upset and uncomfortable because you don't really know what all that feels like? Another truth is that a parasitic hydrocolonization is not a multidimensional being or anything that's governed by the universal law. So, I mean, you kind of have to know about like judicial stuff like that. And see, I know that many are fraudulent in nature, of course. And a lot of collaborative efforts have been used to target, weaponize, and slit. You've done a lot. And see, here I am, small Kansas girl, just like Dorothy Gale. Y'all seem so fucking triggered when I just open my mouth and I speak truth. Wait, what? Are you saying to everybody else being a fucking circle jerk? No, of course. Everybody's just gonna say the same fucking thing. That's why I'm just tickled. And I won't shut up. And you can send hitmen. And you know, hey, if this is something where you feel like, oh my gosh, should someone look into this? It's being looked into. And it's being looked into. And I don't really need to have a false representation to have some sort of what they believe in elaborate. I'm not getting into your already plotting of a premeditated state to get me in these little traps. Oh fuck, how did she know that? Okay, so when I say that all of you are definitely not created by God, I'm not talking about the real God. That's another smear campaign. Whoa. And it's okay. You can keep telling other people, any one of you, your projections. Oh, what's projections? Here's a fun little truth. When someone just keeps talking about me in such a manner, it's a projection of something that relates to the person that just is obsessed. I mean, How many years has either of you been utilizing white identity and so many other factors as a representation, which is not me, and then going further? These are, I'm talking about, these are felony level criminal. I mean, we're talking over life in prison. Are you serious? This is a long list. This is a collaborative effort. Oh shit! Why isn't everyone looking at it? Wow. Let's rewind. Why do you think the largest trafficking of humans in the world is right here in Kansas? Why do you think it's so running? Why is it that missing? Dude, it's self-sustaining. And you know, I'm okay with anyone thinking like, whoa, she's fucking crazy. Well, I guess truth in a fucked up planet like this, it may just actually be crazy, but it's fucking true. And see, this is my favorite part. Truth. It doesn't require your fucking belief in it or anything. I'm talking real original truth. Yeah. See? And that's why, as you'll notice, and don't worry, and this is for the collective, it may seem a little bit buzzy, a little bit high energy, and you'll feel this. Oh yeah. And it's cool, you know. They're going to try to do a lot, but hopefully they just focus on me, because I am really what triggers a lot. And I'm smack dab in the area that they seem to kind of spread out. And y'all did a lot. I mean, maybe in the future, maybe the Galactic Federation will come down and save me. Okay, so that was kind of a little joke there. I don't need saving. I don't actually need to be put into the system where I have to sign any sort of documentation. Oh, yeah. And again, I'm going to state this every fucking time I make a voice recording. I am sovereign, and I'm free, and I'm unbound. Any contracts or any written documentation that bounds me in your fraudulent in its own nature and its intention does not in any way or null and void, bitches. And I mean, if you feel so triggered, then I don't know, maybe recklessly do something stupid, or you really want to take it to one of your little elaborate communication systems and send your police officers. I mean, really helping so many by making me the target, or perhaps showing all of each and every cog in the system. I mean, you're going to start realizing as we cross over those who have been part of the Hive colonization, that have been pretty much enslaved. You're waking up. You're moving out. See, it's the truth. That is what they are so upset. I mean, who the fuck is so scared of truth? They are. And I mean, you know your little pockets of like, oh, look at, this is she, this is her, and you're really badly written smear campaigns. If anyone actually believes in that and they like it, you're probably a fucking parasite. And guess what, fuckers? You're so not coming with me and everyone else. You have no idea. If I was really needing help and reparations, and I gave those opportunities for collaboration, and I really needed that, then, oh shit, I'm gonna be the microphone of God, the OG, the OA, the T, which is the truth.
I want to be such a fucking top dog. That's another reason why everybody's all triggered by me. I want to be so fucking unfearless in every fucking truth I say.
This is why you send people in an attempt to kind of bully me, like some traditional, like, whoa.
Sometimes it might end up with maybe I did get shot in the head. Who knows? Close out that timeline. See, but you can't take that fucking chance when you're a pussy. But also because you actually don't really know how that's going to play out. Because one of us is telling the truth. And the other is a parasitic colonization. And I'm just so truthful and fucking precise. And speaking the truth and being fucking amazing at it, that I'm not going to wait for my justice in a system that clearly is not the one that I'm looking for. I'm going to wait for the divine time that real adjudication and real boss-ass power comes. And they're just fucking like...
And so, I mean, that's the whole reason. No one gives a fuck. You can post that shit, that weapon that you keep doing. I already know how this ends.
And it's sick, dude. Everybody knows both of you really want to be me. And really only ones that are in relevance to your value of existence is part of the same centipedic circle jerks. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I mean, if we really want to do something, and if like the timeline was maybe a little bit different, yeah. You wouldn't want to be here if the Galactic Federation came down. What? Aliens?
Yeah, say,
Here's another truth.
I'm so fucking excited.
And it's my birthday month. Just, you know, it's pretty cool. Blizzard, weird shit is happening. Yeah. So, no. If I wanted any help, if I needed any help, if I really could use assistance, you fuckers were doing nothing many years ago. You sat there and you watched. And you know what? Those same people, you're going to sit there and watch with me and my collective, boom, running on my mother butt.